everyone, Pat from Infinite Fitness coming at you guys with another video today. So, in today's video, we're continuing our most recent installment of home workout videos. In today's video, we're going to go through a warm-up, a workout, and some stretches post-workout with you guys. This workout is going to be a little bit more challenging than the last one we posted. There's going to be some cardio movements in there, but as I said before, there will also be modifications, variations, and corrections to each exercise. So we'll keep it nice and simple for you guys. Anyway, guys, we're gonna get into it. Hope you enjoy the video, and let's get to it. Alright guys, so we're going to start with some simple jumping jacks. We're going to do 1 to 2 sets of 30 to 50 reps here and really get our heart rates going. The next movement we're going to do in our warm-up is called a bird dog. For a bird dog, we really want to squeeze the core and squeeze all the muscles in the back of our body. Okay, you want to think about trying to create like a half X from your hand to your leg. We're going to raise the opposing arm and leg off the floor. We're going to start with the left arm and right leg, and then we're going to move over into the right arm and left leg. We're going to do 3 to 6 reps per side on these. The third movement in our warm-up is going to be called the assisted hip airplane. We want to hold on to a stable surface like a couch or a table, maybe even a chair, and we're going to twist our hips till they are stacked on top of each other. We're going to hold for 10 seconds, and then we are going to repeat 5 times per side. Alright guys, now let's get into our workout. The first movement in today's workout is called a tempo squat. Tempo squats are a little different than a traditional bodyweight squat because we're focusing on going down and upwards at a certain tempo. Today's tempo is going to be a 2-second descent to the bottom, a 1-second pause at the bottom, and a 2-second ascent to the top. We're going to do 15 to 30 reps on this movement. This exercise can also be modified and done out of a chair or a couch or some other surface that is set up at a comfortable height. We want to do this exercise without pain in the knees or in the hips. The next exercise we're going to move into is a push-up. For push-ups, we want to touch our chest to the ground between every single rep. We're going to shoot for doing 15 to 30 repetitions or more on this movement. Now, there are 2 ways you can modify this movement. The first one here is to make it easier. Place your hands on an elevated surface and complete the same movement. This exercise can also be modified to be harder. Instead of placing your hands on an elevated surface, place your feet on an elevated surface and complete the movement. The next exercise we're going to move into is called a hollow body hold. For a hollow body hold, we want to move our hands and legs about 6 inches off the ground. This exercise can be modified to bending the knees all the way or about halfway. The farther straight the legs are, the harder the movement becomes. Our first cardio movement of the day is going to be the lunge jump. We're going to get in a split stance and jump from leg to leg and perform a lunge in between each jump. If doing your lunges jumping is too hard, they can also be modified to a simple in-place lunge. Remember, we want to complete this workout at your own pace. Alright guys, what we're going to do now is we are going to repeat those first 4 movements as a circuit 3 to 4 times. Alright guys, now let's take a 2-minute break before we move into the next circuit. Our first exercise in the second circuit is known as a single leg deadlift. The whole point of a single leg deadlift is to build balance and strength in the posterior chain. We want to complete this exercise without rounding the back. You also want to bend the leg that you are using on the ground and try and keep the leg behind you as straight as you can. We're going to perform 15 repetitions per side on this movement. This exercise can be pretty challenging, so it can also be modified to make it a little easier. If you're having trouble doing it without assistance, grab a broom or a mop and hold the handle with your opposing hand. So if you're doing your left leg, hold the broom or mop with your right hand. And if you're performing the repetitions on your right leg, hold the broom or mop with your left hand. Reach towards the floor, and again, as I said, do not round the back. The second exercise in our second circuit is called a renegade row. Now, normally these are done with weight, and if you have dumbbells at home, you can hold them in your hands and perform this exercise. But in this movement, it's going to work mostly your core and your balance. We want to pull your elbow behind the body and bring it back down to the floor. We're going to perform 8 to 15 reps per side. Now again, just like the last exercise, these can be very challenging. They can be modified by placing your knees on the ground and performing the same movement. The next exercise that we're going to perform is called a glute bridge. For a glute bridge, we are going to find a couch, chair, or coffee table that we can comfortably rest the middle of our rib cage on. We are going to bend our hips towards the floor and squeeze our butt towards the sky. We're going to perform 15 to 30 repetitions in this movement. This movement should be very controlled. Now, some of us don't have a coffee table or chair that is a comfortable height for us to perform these on, so they can also be done with your back on the floor. So, we saved the most challenging exercise for last in this second circuit. This exercise is called a burpee, and it is very challenging. You want to come down to the ground, squat, touch your hands to the floor, jump behind you, jump your feet back forward, and jump into the sky. Now, a lot of people don't have the mobility to perform this exercise all the way to the ground. So as you'll see here, you can put your hands on an elevated surface to make it a little bit easier. All right, we want to perform that for 3 to 4 rounds as a circuit. All right, guys, now it's time to stretch. The first stretch we're going to be doing today is called a thoracic spine mobility stretch. What we want to do is set our elbows up on a comfortable surface like a couch or a coffee table, pull our hips back, and push our chest to the floor. We are going to hold this for 10 seconds and repeat it 5 times. The second stretch we're going to be doing today is called a static hip flexor stretch. We are going to get in a lunge position, squeeze our hips, and push our hips forward. We should feel this stretch in the front of our leg. We're going to hold for 30 to 45 seconds and repeat 2 times on each side. All right, guys, that's our workout for today. Hope you all enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe to our channel and check us out on Facebook. If you have any questions, feel free to send us a message. And as always, stay strong.